Hey Tucker, I got one for you. Like I said, my game plan was to actually go back down to the recruiter station in Binghamton. See, I got one as a friend on my little doobly doo here for Facebook. When you're checking out my timelines, you can kind of see it. You want to face it a little bit and go through the topological model that is your ass getting spaghettified on the surface of a neutron star here if you don't have the right calc for what you're dealing with given energy. I mean, you can make a quick observation before you say something dumb and jump in the rabbit trap about some of this material. Just got off with a recruiter again. I put up a post, they texted me, said, sure, I'd love to join the National Guard. Been to all the things. You're going to have to go through your friends, though, because they won't even let me join because of this and some stuff from the past. Now, I've studied my sharp because why we have America, because it's about harassment. I've served my time. I've studied drug and alcohol. I studied the prison system. I've studied those things because in the road up the system, in the college, that would be the congruency to not destabilizing that college, because I don't want to use the Pavlovian dog variable because it doesn't follow the same LSD, Stanford marshmallow experiment modifications. The modified Stanford experiment would be, I'm going to set this marshmallow on the table. Right?
Boy, we played that of Kamala Harris, but it was really the people interviewing her that were fascinating. What chills they are. But what do we make of this as a physiological and psychological matter? Why the Catholic?
And so please use my timeline about what work is. About what I have to key on for screw-assing around so people don't lose fingers. So there's not heat.
Well, as someone who made his career doing man-on-the-street interviews, Tucker, I feel like I'm uniquely qualified to recognize when someone's uncomfortable in public. And you're right, this is a sign
has heard of sovereign
citizens. She's presented with
Article 4, free inhabitant pursuant to the Articles of Confederation. You can look it up. It's in the United States Book of Codes. It is your laws you have to follow.
Without a moral license, we use things like this.
Glitch in the system, a tip or a tell in poker, and she does it for several reasons. One,
well, you leave yourself open to doing things like being susceptible as a fire starter, as the public relationship from the recruiter's position inside here, much like these asshats can get out there and make the problem of laws, how it's only as good as those who uphold it and willing to fight for it. And most time it's to prevent it before it gets going, but let's face energy when it comes down to it. Mount Rushmore, right? That rock face standard about it's gonna take some time, gonna have to plan some things out in the forward breach here, forward operating positions and standards for what these things are. And of course I'm being cute about some aspects. So let's read those messages that were just sent to me a moment ago. We could go through all of them because they're roughly the same. I'm not afraid to punch a Marine recruiter right in the face to start the bait trap on this. You will learn more even if I sit behind it in jail. So like I said, you will see life. You will see things like Navy SEALs with PSTD in my case. You will see things like what MOSs and officer non-commissioned tags correlate to in general against standard systems. We are in this room. This is AR-15 0-1 now. Guess what? It doesn't follow the same rules as some of the other systems when you do the math by sectors, because they would have standard models. And if they are not conducted in those standard models about, hey, somebody wants to join. We got 8 million jobs out there on standards about what it does when you can actually do a fucking work interview.
Jesse Waters, the great Jesse Waters, thank you.
When your top is worried about what happens, bring somebody in, then they were always too disabled to stand. It's my job to go through there. I've worked with bosses. They stand. Those managers I learned from, the masters from the East, they stand. But I damn sure wouldn't stand if they couldn't. Let's go through those messages, shall we? What I said, what they said.
No matter what you bring to the table.
Facebook, thank you for your ability to bring something to the table. This is KS Cruis. I don't know. At any rate, started off here. I started off, hey Jordan, SFC here. I noticed you shared a post. Are you interested in joining the National Guard? Yes, sir. But I should let you know I've been turned down by every branch and every division more than several times, including by one of the recruiters, which we share as friends. On my friends list, you will find this recruiter from Binghamton. That's what she does. I've talked to her personally. She's personally turned me down. Caught her again on this, off on the side. Same turn down in terms of what it is. I presented them with this. They literally put their hands on it. Go ahead and look at the information, check through it. The resume, the economics. Didn't quite have the math one there or the psychology one, but guess what happens in physics when you start to graph somebody's sectors, somebody's abilities, somebody's aspects and what they fall short with certain systems, as a recruiter station being Stanford Bar. Stanford class. Just because somebody told you the contract was a recruiter, calculus still happens. Alright. In a heartbeat is what I replied after that. Something you did in your past holding you up, or just medically unqualified? I had a pot garden when I was young. I said was good. Got a DUI once and have a neck tattoo. It's a dragon about the size of a playing card under my right ear, on my neck to my collarbone. And go ahead and please just don't bother answering if you don't understand energy. A ranger's patch, or there, it's not actually spelled right, a ranger's patch gives somebody qualifications as a ranger even if they have a tattoo on their neck, and it wouldn't matter if they had it on or not, right? Because it's going to be pretty obvious that you need to start to follow those things. I wouldn't know. I have no authorization of gravity to fuck my calc on something like this, because by privilege or standard. Look, do you really think it's China? China's like, oh, we had a rape over there. You think Putin's going to be like, dark web is what it is? It's not necessarily my team all the time. Why would you benefit from this heat? Assholes, Democratic, Republican, or otherwise, don't matter when you do math. It's just going to be in this area. Guess what? Doesn't stop math from happening in my area, my backyard, my systems, which you should go check out. I got Sharps and Drill Sergeant always with me. I mean this professionally. This was them. I mean this professionally, but I really don't understand what you're saying towards the end of your message. But it seems you're not morally qualified. Morality would need to be a test. Somewhere's in here. What could you give me that said off of that information that I immediately disqualified myself? Was it the tattoo? Energy? Again, you immediately discriminated me because of the color of my skin. You'll try to get in here and rip out my fangs and throw braces on me. I don't think that's the best way. There's nothing wrong with me, Drill Sergeant. It's your perceptions inside here why, even if I had that, some dumbass. So, alright, so they didn't write dumbass across their head, you couldn't figure it out? Then just go ahead and stop. And I caught him at the end of that. I wish you the best on your future endeavors. Be clear, you've missed one, and I said to him, be clear, you missed one, and the ability to lead clearly. Now, whether that's to lead or to lead clearly, because you can't lead with somebody else holding your dick in your hand. I'm confused on what you're trying to say, Jordan. Please explain. How much do you know about general relativity in quantum mechanics? A group in a room is a Senate. Midterms are only necessary for ceremonies when you have the answer given from cause, functions, techniques, and only the only thing that matters is the scientific process at that point. It's a fundamental that at that day we knew it was going to win. It's going to win here. Why the big fucking turns? And like I said, at the board, there's a guy standing in front of you. Why is your only answer? Continue reading that here. When I've run my numbers against every man, woman, boss, and military person I've stood side by side to, I know the numbers. Those were the differentials. They come to me for help on things. I obviously needed them for projects and systems. When I've been turned down more times than I could count by drill sergeants, recruiters that can't look me in the eye before they turn me away and won't even let me take the ASVAB. But here it's not spelled right. I was using the thing. Back in the front of them before they denied me. What I'm trying to get at here, obviously that's a bit broken, but I want to make sure it doesn't matter. I'm some dumbass. It's like you need jobs out there. Clearly, my spelling is not going to be the strongest standpoint inside here, but you can't disqualify that. That's why we have fucking testing. That's why we have standard models. That's why numbers, because they're simple enough fucking systems. You're going to say that a Master Mason before you ever meet them is not qualified. Perhaps you should watch some of my videos on my page. The only answer you should have to give is I'll see you on Wednesday. This person's never met me. Ever. Because of a system, now they're allowed to deny me entry on things that would be totally senseless on energy, that go against the grain in certain standards. It's your own rule used against you on the back end. Also, your tattoo is described as the location where you disqualify you as well. I don't understand in AR 670-1 how grooming policies put any vector positions on my body, shiny, that you would have here. Obviously, if you put it over here, you're some dumbass that doesn't understand the fucking qualifications of where you put that stuff. I already told them, if you don't understand energy, don't keep writing to me. There's a kid in there right now smoking pot, acting like an asshole, not following the universal speed limit. So the color of my skin is a disqualification. It's only as good as those who uphold it. If you fail to see the numbers because you look at a patch of skin to see the result, then you are clearly not qualified to handle your job. Good luck is what they say. Good luck in your future endeavors, but you are not qualified to join. Go fuck your hat, worthless turd. Again, best wishes. So that is where we are living. When you go and create your own enemies. And please, call me a terrorist. That's what it's for. You can use it for national security if you'd want, as a training course. We have to make a decision off of this. And if it's going to continue to sit here and not violate those rules of risk and standard, then own it.